Welcome to the Shikama Live Show with your host, Shikama. What if I told you there's a vitamin that burns fat, lowers insulin, burns sugar, and normalizes proteins in your body? A vitamin. And when I went to, of course, research this vitamin, they did absolutely zero studies on optimal ingestion of that vitamin into the body to have a result versus actually inducing a deficiency in humans to study what happens. What vitamin am I talking about? I'm talking about thiamine. Now, they did do a little bit of a study, vitamin B1, if you all couldn't see. They did do a study on the opposite with not inducing any sort of deficiency, but they did take those gentlemen who were a little bit deficient and they had a control group and they had the group that they were testing on. However, do you think they did optimal, gave them the maximum amount and tried to see what the upper reaches of a healthy amount of thiamine was? No, they did not. What they did do was they did give them 100 milligrams of the vitamin B1 before each meal. And they had real live results. They were minor, but they were definite. They were minor, but they were definite. Now, I want to, of course, introduce my new program. It's called Me Power. And I have the optimal alkaline system, dietary system that it has like this, powders that you take just once a day. It all has all the best vitamins, or I'm sorry, the second best vitamins. So it's not $1,000 per vitamin. It's more like 100 or something like that. And for those of you who actually take vitamins, you will know that you get exactly what you pay for. So if you're going to go to the drugstore and buy an entire 50 caplets worth of vitamins for $3, you know you're going to get $3 worth of stuff spread out over 50 to 100 caplets. So it's cheap stuff. Now, this is, of course, not cheap, and that's found at shikama.mepower.me. So it is. It's what the amateur or the health nut people use. It's a non-GMO, pure organic, alkaline, superiorly bioavailable. So when you take the powder or the vitamins, you are actually going to ingest everything into your body, absorb everything into your body. It's not just going to pass through you like the cheap vitamins at the drugstore. Now, my theory is that if you at least take 100 milligrams of vitamin 3 or 4 times a day, you will be achieving something that you might not be aware of, that you would have never have thought of, and that is you take it right before you eat something, and you will be able to process everything that you have eaten. What does that mean? That means that if you eat cake, or if you eat oh, where'd it go? Oh, it's up there. If you eat cake or like my lovely neighbor gave me. If you eat your cupcakes, you can process that. And when I say process, I mean it actually burns all of the carbohydrates in it, because that's what thiamine does. It lowers your insulin, so there's no sugar spike. There's no insulin rush. And I don't know if you can tell with my jacket. You can tell when I don't know if you can tell. I'm not pudgy today. So I've been taking that for a few days. And no pudginess, no puffing, no bloating, none of that stuff. Also, if you take your thiamine with garlic or onions, either one of those, it actually helps process everything much better. So say you're going to have your dessert, well, in your main course, make sure that, because of course you all eat 3-course meals, right? Am I is this falling on deaf ears there? In your main course, make sure that you include onions and garlic, and try as you might, try and include a little bit of raw onions and garlic, right? And that will help you actually process the carbohydrates even better. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, and visit shikama.mepower.me.